Welcome. It's time to shuffle up. I'm doing a deck of cards thing for this intro, and it's too late to go back now. Hello, it's me, Cohen Edenfield, your ace in the hole, and your dungeon master here for the Season 3 Public Skulltalkers. I am here with... Oh boy, now I have to assign shit.
Or we can do it.
Okay, yeah. Somebody else jump in and grab one. Jess.
Oh, it's the queen of editing the dang show. It's Jess O'Brien, and now I'm gonna kick it off to one of these other jokers.
But you also play Visk? No.
Oh yeah, I'm also a joker in that I forgot that I play Visk as well. Yes.
Oh,
hey, I wanted to be the Joker because I'm doo-doo.
Yeah, I pass it to you.
Okay. Well, I'm the other Joker. I'm the Joker that gives you a multiplying factor by only even numbers. Doo-doo the Owl. Oh, Casey Green. That's my name. I play Doo-doo the Owl.
Even doo-doo.
And I'm your Jack of Diamonds, Amber Carr, and I play Felicity Fairweather.
very good. Very good. We got everybody here. It sounds like a worthless hand, actually, because these four cards do not add up to anything.
Can't even play the Joker.
You only got four cards. What are we going to do?
Yeah, we got an ace high. Yet again, I carry us. All right, here we go. This is a fun season. We got a lot of questions, so we are just going to talk about it for a minute. Just a minute. Real quick.
Let's do it.
Before we dive in. Some of that delicious banter everybody loves.
Season 3.
Season 3.
Baby, it's the Crypt Break arc.
This is what? We're episode 20, 21 at the end of this season? I think.
21.
21. Yeah. For everyone who said we'd never make it to episode 21, I wrote down your names. I don't have your addresses, but I got a guy working on it. Everybody who said we could never do this, I'm doing the Michael Jordan Hall of Fame speech vibe for this, where it's very bitter and hateful. And it's like, dude, this is against all the people who never believed in it.
Did he do this before or after Space Jam?
After. Yeah. After.
Oh, so it was after the baseball arc of his life.
Yeah, and after he went back to the NBA for like a minute.
That's like the only thing I know about this guy, and it's like I know where he would be better.
You know the stuff that was depicted in the movie Space Jam.
Yeah, he had to help. He had to help the Toon Stars.
You know those aren't his kids.
That was a documentary.
In the movie, those are not his children.
I don't care.
Right.
Yeah, but it's weird, right? Yeah.
They just gave him a fake family. Wait, really?
Yeah. I think it might be his wife.
Does he have children?
Yes, he does. There's just not those.
His kids didn't want to show up in the movie.
I guess. Yeah.
Was
Labor
LeBron's
laws.
kid in the sequel?
Probably.
So did this happen in Skulltenders, though?
Yes.
No.
It happened in the episode you weren't on. Episode 20, I'm having fun. This is a good season. Thank you to everybody who has supported us and spread the word about the show, because you are the reason anybody knows about it, baby.
The reason for the season.
That's
Thank you.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah,
Was the Freddy Fazbear? Was that the first episode? Of
At a loss.
Yes, at a loss. That's right.
The certified public Anthony.
Yeah, that was the one I prepared too much for. I had to do a pivot. That was a long episode with a lot of shit, because I was like, well, it can't have less than is in a Chuck E. Cheese.
I was busy. There's so much in a Chuck E. Cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Toys, games,
delightful
That's
treats.
it?
Yeah,
Pizza, I think.
Pizza, live entertainment, unalive entertainment.
Yeah.
Yeah, live.
We had
We had the Fish Girls.
We had Fish Girls in that one
that
too.
one, yeah.
There's a lot of shit in that episode.
Were they
There's a
officially
ton of stuff
introduced?
in that episode.
That was
like
their
our-
official. Yeah, that was their debut album, so to speak.
That was fun. I got to teach everyone how to do a gang shout for that, and we had to do the song for it.
That was. Are we all on that?
I think I
Not
don't
me.
know. I know that I sent in recording with like 5 of my voice doing different voices to demonstrate.
I don't know who made the cut because Seth made the final cut of that.
Yeah,
so I'm not sure.
That's a
I
segment.
was not.
That's the kind of thing you keep the group together by not telling them who made the cut.
You made the cut.
Yeah.
That's fair.
That's that golden record producer shit. Then we had What was the next one? Was it Bad Egg next? Bad Egg was next, right?
Let's go to
Bad Egg.
skulltenders.com.
Is it Bad Egg and Peak Performance or Peak Performance and Bad Egg?
It's Bad Egg and then
Episodes.
Peak Hours.
Peak Hours. That's
Peak Performance was the name I would have given it if I weren't so married to my thematic limitations that all the episodes, it's like, oh, that's a really good, oh man, that would be a really good title if I weren't being so precious about this. Unfortunately, it's this.
So do you want to talk about your naming convention, or is it a secret?
Oh no, have I not talked about that?
Maybe not publicly.
Maybe not. So all the episodes have something to do with time. So like as time or death or like a bad omen. So like there's a lot of time in the first season, especially Midnight Special, Edge of Dawn, but then heads will roll is like, okay, this is like a bad omen, something bad is going to happen type
Also
thing.
death.
Yeah, and death. Yeah. And then High Noon, Strung Up is, hanging. Graveyard Shift is both death and time. If I can get two at once, ooh, I love that shit.
Has any of them ever been three? All three.
And I like Graveyard Shift a lot because the name, I mean, because the shift is like, oh, we meet like one of the big bad guys.
It's a narrative shift, yeah.
It's a narrative shift. Like, oh, here's the plot now.
And Graveyard Shift would be it.
I have
time, death, and omen.
I have an episode title that I would love to say right now, but I have to save because it's too good. So I'm just writing that down. What is this? Special care instructions for my cat. I'll just write it on that. She doesn't need this stuff anymore. She's already recovered from that surgery.
Yay!
Yeah. Oh, she's doing so much better.
Congratulations.
My cat recently had a very had a bunch of teeth extracted, and she's doing so much better. She is eating a lot.
Yay!
That's great. Yay.
Poor baby.
And talking a lot too, like in a human voice.
But
let's get to those questions. Enough fucking around.
Let's do it.
That's not what the people are here to. They're not here to hear that. They're here to hear these amazing. We got so many questions this time. Thank you so much to everybody who sent questions. Thank you so much.
All right.
We can't do it without you normally, but especially in this particular case.
So, first up is Paul Loves to Laugh, permanent resident.
Permanent resident.
Pew, pew,
That's Paul
pew.
laughing.
Permanent resident.
I swear one day I will plug in the thing that makes all of those DJ sounds again.
I don't believe you.
I just keep forgetting. I have 10,000 other things to do. I'm sorry.
I don't believe
it was really
in you.
funny. Trust me, guys.
It
was
was
really
very
funny. I
funny.
used to have this thing. But anyway, Paul asks, it has been tentatively established by the GM that people don't generally eat animals in the Skulltender universe. This raises a few big questions. One, I don't know if I should just list them all.
Just
off
list them all, because I'll take them. I'll knock them all out of the park with one big bat.
Oh, look at that. Is it? Stay tuned.
No.
One, are there cultural taboos against killing animals to eat their flesh? Two, are there other reasons why people don't kill and eat animals? Three, are there people who eat animals anyway? Why do they do so?
All right. So this is
Why?
This is a question. I think this is kind of a question for me, the lore master, and the DM, because we're playing.
I feel like if those are
Dragons,
separate categories, that might actually make just the lore master.
I'm the lore master. I am the master.
Support lore
assistant
master.
lore
Wow, I
master.
cannot talk.
You're doing great. You're doing great. So it is not tentative. It was not. That was. I think I've been pretty clear. It's like it is. No, people mostly don't kill animals to eat them. It is absolutely the case. Just from an efficiency standpoint, raising a single pig that regularly produces huge amounts of sausage is much more effective than raising lots of them from suckling to slaughter. It would be a very it would be like if there were a world where you could only get one egg from a chicken and you had to kill it. Like you had to kill a chicken and it would explode into eggs, or you could get eggs every single day.
You also get more than one sausage out of a pig.
Yeah, a lot of
but that's the thing.
creatures serve the like almost chicken-like role in this world. It's like the Desicobra.
Everything is doing it.
An egg-laying chicken for beef jerky, essentially.
Exactly. this is also a world where people are more connected with animals from biomancy. So yeah, there is kind of a taboo. It is also like there's probably like an Aesop's fable style thing about like an idiot doing this, like killing, like killing the golden goose style thing.
Considered like dumbass behavior more than evil behavior. I like that.
Yeah. Although there does seem to be a lot of worm flavored stuff that is often in there for me to tempt doo-doo with.
Yeah, are like insects exempt from the meat-eating laws? Do they not have souls or something?
Yeah,
Well,
sold. Just like in real life.
It's not like it's not even really like a soul thing. It is mostly that I just don't want to. I don't want to like have an episode where we go. So like, if there are people who eat animals anyway, we probably aren't ever going to run into them because I don't think that sounds like a very fun episode. And if I'm not having fun, then it's not going to be an episode. So that's what it comes to. Like, I just think that would be a real bummer. Is like to like go to a bunch of work
to dark.
Yeah, but like in a very like corny way. There's a
yeah.
So
I was thinking like the Beastars Meat Market episode. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
No, it would be corny. So I'm like I've been like a vegetarian
right
since I was 7. And even I when there's like a very bad Animorphs. Because she didn't write all of them. After about 25, most of them are ghost written by her graduate students. This is like well known. She like paid them. It was like it was like a good situation for them. It was not exploitative. That's how she was able to put out one a month of like 200-page little books. But there is a famously bad one where they go to a slaughterhouse, and it just reads like a really like they morph into cows to infiltrate a slaughterhouse. It's really bad. And
it's just like a big like PETA PSA.
Especially PETA specifically because PETA really sucks. Like their whole messaging is very like is often like misogynistic and crappy, but like very
They're pretty cringe.
They're pretty cringe, and I feel like an episode about this coming from me could not help but be bummer. It would bum me out, and it would be cringe. And
that's fair.
Yeah, so we're not going to be doing it.
I feel like it would be like also like if you weren't a vegetarian, maybe it would be easier to handle. But like I feel like it would be in spirit similar to like a cannibalism episode.
Yeah,
which is like
we're much more likely to do something like that.
Yeah.
I got a question to ask from Twilight Owl. This came in over email. One of our emailers for the public Skulltalkers. Can you read out your inventories?
Oh,
might be cool.
Let me get mine out
to see all the random things you've picked up on your quest. Very good question, Twilight Owl.
I think Felicity, because it's what's in the chest now. So it's the stuff we heard at the end of downtime, or not at the end of downtime. I guess it was like that ended up in the edit being near the beginning.
I think inventory
like
would include any like gear you've gotten to.
Okay, so I have in the chest is the saw blade and the armor, and in my inventory I have Ricochet, which is a +2 longsword with finesse. The coat counts as leather armor. The spyglass, and I think that the coat actually counts as studded leather armor. But
that's the captain's coat, yeah. That's the one you get from Bone
because
Beard.
some of the stuff that normally a rogue would have is built into like Felicity's body, like her claws are the thieves' tools, stuff like that. So her inventory is actually pretty lean because a lot of that has just been built into her body. But that's
I didn't realize you still had the saw that was from the altercation with Splinterheart, right?
Yeah, I put it in the box.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I didn't know you were carrying it on your person for the rest of that episode. I thought you dropped it somewhere. Nice.
I remembered listening back. We were preparing for downtime that I still had it. I was like, shit, I forgot to use that. I'm gonna put
that would have
away.
been real effective against all them strings. Yeah, that would have been perfect.
Whoops.
But it's fun. Now you just have it in the future.
I do.
I don't have any like equipment, like clothing stuff that I know of. I have in my inventory. I have Judicious. And I've written down how many shots Judicious has, which is 3 now.
If you do the reload, you have enough.
If I do the reload
points.
with my sorcery points, I have For the Road, the flask. I have the skeleton puppet. I have one respect point from Ricochet
Oh,
that
yeah.
I've not cashed in yet, technically.
All right.
And I have the ball cup and music box. I still have in my possession.
Oh, you still have that?
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
See, for Dudu, I feel like a lot of his shit just gets piled back at home in the trash that is his house. But I
I think
have
the ball cup and music box might end up at home, honestly.
yeah, the same with like my
Yeah.
fucking DVD player or my phone.
Ah, you mean your zoetrope slash
my zoetrope slash phonograph?
Yeah.
Yes. But I do have written down on the side that can be considered inventory. My red sash,
Mhm.
conk, my insanely foot pole, my forever pole, juice jam box. I still have that on me. I have that right there.
You took that with you?
Can do
Sure.
take stuff? Sure. Fuck.
No.
I was about to
Can't.
say.
I think
I think you
well-
found it. You know what? You scrounged it when you got back because I do like that. Hold on. Do you have a D20
Well,
handy? Here, I'll roll for you. Or no, you go. Oh wow! Look, you got a 20. Yeah, dude has got the juice jam box and all. That's wild.
I just haven't erased it from my thing.
Uh,
But I like beyond that, it's like small canvas bag, the Wonder Seeds, which I always forget to use, juice jam box. The only other thing I've written down is human legs.
you have those. Oh, you have the mayor's. You have the sleeveless black robe now.
Sure, but I don't consider that like inventory as much as it's just that's my armor. Right
Yeah.
now. But I have the mayor's old robe,
This
which
considers it inventory.
I fit. Okay, well
It's the most
I have that
inventory,
now.
yeah,
You're not using that. Can I have it?
That may
No.
something may much in the way you got a red sash that didn't seem important when you got it. Something might happen with that later. That's
May I suggest, KC, that under conch you put a little bullet point that reminds you that conch can be nunchucks.
Nunchucks.
yeah. Conch can turn into a lot of different
Lots of
things.
stuff.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I know about conch. I just like it. I try to use him in like a hammer space type way, which
Mm.
sorry if that breaks the game too much, but
No,
I
that's,
like
it's
like
fine.
having it be like, okay, what's something that's like almost like Gumby-ish that conch
Yeah.
can turn into
I
some
love it.
nunchucks or whatever,
It
or
fucking
a
rules.
shovel if I need to shovel snow off the sidewalk.
I am liberal. I'm kind of like generous with the way that you guys are able to do some of the stuff, and you got the stuff that you have is quite good for
Mhm.
when you got it at your levels. Partially because I forcefully empty your inventory at the end of every episode, and
Yeah, that makes
you have you're not accumulating gold. There's like a lot of stuff that like D&D players are normally getting and like
Yeah.
holding on to as they level up that y'all don't get. So
Like, P.S. Thank you for not putting like any
Oh
money.
god,
in
that's
this
so
game.
great.
Oh,
I love
Christ.
That would be
Yeah.
so annoying. I don't want to think
well,
about it.
well,
I don't even
well.
like when they put money in the real world.
The people who
I-
invented Boo Bucks suddenly don't like money. Oh, the chickens come home to roost. Yes, it is boring. It is the same reason we don't do experience points, and we
Yeah.
instead do milestone based leveling, which is at the end of every
Vibes
season. You
based.
guys level up. There's a couple of different ways. Experience points. I played a game that did those for a while, and we moved away from it because it's number one. It's like it really pushes players towards trying to kill everything they encounter instead of looking for
Mm.
another way around, and
All the rats in the dungeon.
yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
let's
why
go.
wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You know, like
And
Mm.
theoretically, as a DM, you can be like, "Oh, I'm going to give you the points you would have gotten for that fight for finding a way around it." But instead, what you can do is just do level up every four sessions, which is what you should do. That's how I
That's
do
kind of
it.
why I play Dudu with like empty inventory, save for like the basics, conch, the Wonder Seed bag, etc.
And you don't have to be using those every it's fine that you don't use those every episode. Like, I often don't put you in a situation where there is a lot of dirt around. Like, there was like first episode of
Well,
next season.
Next time I get some dirt, first thing I'll do.
Fucking
I'm
buckle
gonna
up,
start
buddy.
spawning in and just going seeds, 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 seeds. Okay, so you put them down.
Very good.
I'm gonna
Very good.
I'm gonna circle it a whole bunch.
I did that on the back of my my character sheet where the spells are. I just put like Jude, 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 Jude in all of the other spots on the sheet
Gotta
because like
remember.
I was forgetting I had Jude
Yeah.
for a really long time. / not using him because he had 1 ammo. So
Mhm.
hopefully that'll be better now.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a gun. You
He's a
know?
gun.
He's just
Yeah. If you don't know, listeners at home, Jude is a gun.
I'm a
Dude is
gun.
He's shaped like an L.
Mm-hmm.
Most guns are.
Next question.
KC, you're
Is
up.
it me? Okay. The Heaven 11 shopping spree
Who
reminded
asked this
me.
question?
Oh, I'm
Wait.
sorry.
Pump the brakes.
It was Guillotine, the unpronounceable. Fuck.
That.
They are
son of a gun.
obsidian and bone.
Yeah.
Obsidian and bone, the unpronounceable.
Very good.
That's like the wind blowing across the
Mm.
Mm-hmm.
something. The Heaven 11 shopping spree, Guillotine asks, reminded me of getting snacks at the local convenience store during summer camp. We used to get instant ramen, crumble them up, sprinkle in the flavor packet, and eat them straight out of the bag.
Horrifying.
I've seen
I've heard
people do this.
I've heard
is
people
wrong
eat
with you?
ramen raw before, but I've never seen it. Nor done it.
I never fucked with this Doritos bag, like the Doritos nachos bag situation you got going on here. That is not even a big bag either. That was like, I guess it was for children. That makes sense.
What, they ask, Guillotine asks, what are your favorite unconventional munchies? Now,
I can top this guy, by the way. So maybe
All right.
save me for last.
Okay. Wow,
I don't
okay.
think I can honestly. Like the only thing that comes to mind, I think, is like an old classic is peanuts and Dr Pepper. Anyone ever do that?
No.
Like
No.
salted peanuts poured in Dr Pepper.
Oh my god.
It gets a little
Huh.
it gets a little salty. It's good. The peanuts still stay peanuts, but everything is still just salty. And Dr Pepper is like
It sounds good. I think I should.
that's the most
probably
unconventional
not.
thing I could think of.
I
That's
should
pretty
pro-
unconventional.
I think I get enough kidney stones without,
Yeah.
like adding that to my repertoire. But that does sound.
Yeah,
pretty good.
I don't get it all the time. It's just I remember my dad doing that. And I would try it sometimes and be like, "This shit's good."
Oh yeah, my dad would do Wendy's fries in the
And the
in
Frosty.
in the
Frosty.
Frosty.
Fries in the
That's a
Frosty.
classic.
That's
yeah.
normal. Yeah.
Interesting. That I've not done, but I've done peanuts and Dr Pepper.
God, I miss
The only
Wendy's.
thing I can think springs to mind for me is that I put a little bit of salt in my coffee.
Huh.
It cuts
I
the
could see it,
bitterness.
though.
It cuts the
No,
bitterness.
that's all
I
I'm
could
looking
actu-
for is to do that.
Yeah.
I could see that actually. It's not. Now that you mention it, that's not a bad
It's
idea.
pretty good. I was.
I'm gonna try that next time.
It was recommended to me
Intriguing.
by a guy I dated in like my early 20s, and I tried it. I was like, "Huh, this is
I'll be
actually
damned.
pretty good."
All right, salt in the coffee. All right. Is it when you're sweetening it up?
Yeah, when
and
you're
all that
sweetening
shit?
it up, throw, like with your your creams and your sugars, you throw a little salt in there too.
Okay.
If you go to
You know,
Starbucks,
sugar
do they
will
let
make
you
it
do
less
that?
bitter too.
No, no.
Yeah.
It's
Have you ever
illegal
gone to
if you do
Starbucks and ask them to put some salt in it? Like, what would
I don't
they
think
do?
salt is allowed to exist in Starbucks.
Yeah, right. They
You
have
just
it?
carry. Y'all don't carry a couple packets in your pocket.
Yeah, I got my purse salt. It's fine.
I keep it in my little jacket pocket. I just have like a packet of sugar and a packet of salt at all times.
God, I
Is
had
it-
a feeling you weren't fucking around.
No. Is it just plain salt? Is it the pink Himalayan salt?
Oh,
I'm
it's,
usually-
I'm usually
it's
fancy.
whatever they have at McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like,
The
I'm not
shitty
like
iodized
That's the
salt
correct
from
way
the
to
fucking.
do it. I'm using diner salt when I'm putting salt in my
Okay,
coffee
okay.
usually.
yeah.
I don't. I have everything but regular diner salt. I have
So,
like.
so that
Go ahead.
that's in Cohen's inventories. Diner salt.
I
That's your everyday carry. You have
never-
packs
you
of
never
salt.
know
only
when you
it's
need to
in
throw
my
it over your
it's in
shoulder.
my coat. It's in my coat. I don't carry it out in my pocket. But in the winter, look, I've got a lot of shit in my jacket. I used to when I was still drinking, I used to carry a little like airplane bottle of Jack Daniels in my just in case.
You never know when you're
this
gonna
is
need
the
it.
this is the type of behavior that would eventually lead me to realize I was an alcoholic. So I
Yeah,
don't
that's a
drink
big one.
anymore.
That's
It's like,
big tell.
what if I need to drink all the time? But then later I upgraded to a flask. And then I realized I
Mhm.
mostly just drank at home alone. Again,
Mm-hmm. That's
yeah.
big flag there.
I think I've talked about my pizza and on the podcast before. And since I also had to,
How could I forget?
I haven't had it in a long time. I haven't had it since
What was on that
spring.
pizza again?
I don't.
You
I
have
can't.
to tell people
For me,
the public.
For me, the pain is
The
still
bastards
too
of
near.
Brazil.
Okay, I
can't talk-
got it. I got it. If Cohen can't
No,
say it.
I've talked about it before. I don't want to talk
Not
about it.
on
Don't
the
make me sick.
public.
Publicly.
I have. Okay, fine. It was a Domino's thin crust with light sauce, light cheese, triple black olive, triple green olive. It was really good, and it gave me this year some kidney stones, and I have since had to change to a different type of pizza that uses other toppings like mushroom. Now I go like
You just
mushroom,
gotta
green,
pull
red.
back on the salt. You just got to pull back on the salt.
Yeah, yeah.
Salt's okay.
Yeah, your new pizza
Well,
sounds
like-
like a real pizza I would eat. To be
Every
clear.
time we would record an episode on Saturday night, I would get on Friday night I would get that pizza, and then on Saturday morning I would go to the bakery and get a big loaf of olive bread. And I was eating those two things were all I was eating between Friday night and Sunday afternoon. And
It's called a food pyramid.
yeah, I was like, it was like I was trying to pass the food pyramid. Like that's what I had in my kidneys, making it smooth way for my life.
It was coming out base
Yeah.
first. Oh no.
Yeah. All right, Jess. What? I
Yeah.
know. Oh wait, I have a dim
I-
memory of something horrifying. Go ahead.
I relate to having to quit your autism comfort food thing because I had to quit my autism comfort food thing because it did damage to my body. It finally happened. Every time I did this, everyone's like, "Aren't you gonna chip a tooth?" And I was like, "No, I've been doing this my whole fucking life since I was like 7 years old, eating raw pasta." And it finally fucking chipped one of my molars, and now I have a crown. And I was just like, son of a bitch, it finally fucking happened.
Heavy
How
as
I
the
thought I
head.
was invincible.
How would you eat the raw pasta?
So it depends on the type. Because there's certain pastas you don't want to eat raw because they are too hard. You don't want to go for a penne.
Mhm.
That's absurd.
Fair.
Those are very, very thick boys.
That would
Or-
be ridiculous to eat that raw.
What about just regular
absurd.
spaghetti?
Yeah, you can eat spaghetti raw.
What's
no
the
problem.
best
It's not very
one
good though.
to eat raw?
Some
It's
problem.
not very good though because
though,
like
when it chips your tooth, like it's a little
Yeah,
bit
right,
of a problem.
That's the problem.
I get
Spaghetti's
it.
not as good because it doesn't have enough surface area, in my opinion. Something that's really good
Like
is
Pocky.
you get like a really easy to eat one that's thin, like good old macaroni.
Oh.
Dry ass macaroni. It's not very thick. It's nice and crunchy. It's like chips. It's very nice. A rotini is nice. You kind of twirl it and take off little chunks as you go down. It's nice.
Sunflower.
I admit I've never eaten pasta dry like that, or ramen, or anything like that before. So
I get it. I
yeah,
used
no
to.
judge.
I used to crack walnuts with my teeth.
Whoa.
Wow, Jesus.
Yeah.
Power.
Yeah, it's real fun for a while. Most of my life actually. And then I
Front or the back?
back just. Hey, you
Okay.
remember that tooth I have that's missing? Right about there.
Yeah.
Right about
Yeah.
As it
All right.
turns out.
Gotta.
All right.
Thank you, Gear.
All right. Yeah, your teeth. Thank you. Our next one is from Tuxedo Ted.
Oh, weird food.
What?
I did think
Uh-oh,
of a weird
one
food.
more.
All right. All
Sorry.
right. Throw it in
Got jump
reverse. Throw it in
scared by
reverse.
that.
Go back in the
Hold
parking
on
lot.
a second,
Let's hear
Tuxedo.
it.
What do we got?
I just eat kiwi like
With
I
the
just,
skin?
I just
Like
bite
skin
right
and
into
all,
it.
like it's an apple.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, the way I open, the way I peel bananas has gotten some aggressive comments.
Wait, what?
Upside down?
Oh wait.
Or...
Oh, I remember
I like-
this.
Peel them down the side, and then I eat them like they're like a corn on
That
the
is
cob.
so
They go
corn, yeah,
half,
like a
so
cartoon
awesome.
and
corn
then
on
I
the
turn
cob.
it sideways, and then I enjoy that bite better.
That is so autistic. That's
Yeah, it's a
wonderful.
process.
Yeah, that's a process.
I forget where it was. Maybe it was at like a con or something. But I remember I turned a corner and you were doing that. And I started to talk
in
and
public?
you said, "Don't fucking say anything about the way I'm eating this banana."
Oh, it would have been. It was probably. I was probably guessing on your stream. That was probably it. I was eating a lot of bananas at that time. That was probably it.
at
Something
that
like
time in my life. The banana.
No,
era
I think
of
it was
Cohen.
impressive because I feel like I turned into a corner where you had like receded away. From
Oh
the
yeah, that is
masses.
That's true. Yeah, that
You-
must, yeah.
you
that
were
does
like-
sound
Hiding
me.
from the judging
huddled in the
eyes.
shadows doing it.
I'm not gonna change the way I live my life vis-a-vis banana consumption. Speaking of
Tuxedo
autism,
Ted.
Amber, ask next question.
Hello. All right. Tuxedo Ted and Obsidian and Bone.
Obsidian and bone.
Congrats on putting a wrap on season
Ooh.
3. This podcast has been amazing. Thank you for sharing it with us. Hearing about Fisk stimming on the mayor's robe and Planchet talking about ASMR made me wonder, what sort of textures or sounds or sensations would the cast be able to relax to?
I have an answer for this.
Yeah?
Just extend both of my hands.
You did extend both of your arms.
Cohen just T-posed.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Declare that.
This is why I pre-read the questions, because something like this needs my full attention. I can give mine while you guys are preparing yours.
Okay.
3 things. So my TV is always on, always tuned to YouTube during the day, and I put on 8-hour long videos for your cat, for Ray, my cat, and also for me, because it's just like birds twittering around, and like it'll be like someone has set up a little area where there's a very small shopping cart full of peanuts, and squirrels are coming to mess around with it, and I like that a lot to just be on as I'm going around. If I'm specifically hanging out on the couch and not watching TV, there is a video on YouTube called like Brown Noise Cockpit of an Intergalactic Spacecraft, that is just like stars coming in and like spaceshipy sounds, and I changed the lights in my apartment to blue. And finally, there's an app called My Noises that I fall asleep to every night using a rain noise setting that I made on December 9th, 2018. I know the date because it
you
says...
made that noise?
Yeah, like I adjusted the like... There's like
You
10
made rain?
different bars you can adjust, and it is very specific. I have it backed up. I have the screenshot of it.
Equalized it. You didn't record it.
No, there's like 10 different... Like, it's like, do you want this
Yeah.
part, this part? Like,
a 10-band equalizer,
you-
or is it like 10
You
different
said
sounds?
it like you
10
said it
different-
like you had authorship.
Yeah,
well,
I
'cause
thought you
it's
recorded
10
it.
Well, it's very specific because there's 10 different elements that make up the rain sound. It's not just like bass treble. It's like there's
So
like
you
different
audio
drop
engineered it.
streams. No, I made it like you might make a symphony or any other masterpiece. It is perfect. That is mine. These are my comforts.
I'm not even going to get into how that's not what a symphony is.
It is when I do it.
Mhm.
I should think what like sensations to relax to. I pretty much always have, if I'm just like chilling in my house, I pretty much always have a candle lit, some kind of like scented candle. I like a pleasant smell. I have put on a lot of like cold wave or post punk music. Like sort of like the song that Felicity plays in episode 2, but like more down tempo. And the most recent one, as far as like pleasant sensory things to relax to, is I got these big, all natural fiber loom woven blankets, and I just cover my entire body with it, and it's great.
Mhm. Nice.
Loom.
I'm like the opposite of everybody. I like total fucking silence in my house. I like completely neutral smells. I don't like fragrances or like a ton of sound. And if sound is happening, it's something I'm paying attention to and actively enjoying. Like it's not something I can do in the background because I process audio really weird. Same with podcasts. I can't like listen to podcasts in the background because I don't listen to them at all. I have to listen to them fully or not at all. It's torture. I don't recommend my brain. But I did buy a Squishmallow recently, so that counts as a sensory thing.
Absolutely.
You're
you
a
name it?
sensations averse autistic, and I am a sensation seeking.
Yeah, I can't like wear like collared shirts no more. It's on
Ooh.
my neck.
I love
What
more,
about, like,
more collars. I just love it. The more, the better. Just
No.
like stacking up. Like you're
What about a-
neck.
Back when people used to
Fan
wear like
for-
layered pop collars, do you remember this? Like the 2000s?
Mm.
Did they do this where you were from? They just this.
Oh yeah, I saw that on Tumblr all the time.
Yeah. My cousin
never
used
saw
my
anyone in
cousin
real
used to
life
do
doing
that. I was
that.
like, damn, that actually kind of goes crazy.
I didn't even think about the fact that I always have a tower fan blowing on me at maximum all the time.
Yeah, I was gonna ask
except
Jess,
when we're
is
recording.
like
yeah.
the white noise of like a fan is if when you're sleeping. Is that nothing too? Nothing.
I don't. It's okay to have the white noise of a fan on. I don't need it or prefer it really. I when I was staying at my parents' house, one of the reasons I was being driven insane is because they are the opposite of me and need constant noise. Every time I heard the the name of the Google device that I'm not going to say now because if you're listening to some speakers, it's going to
go off.
activate. The one with the
so-
A. Every time I heard that bitch's name, like so and so play, I was like, no, like don't. Like the amount of times I would just scream, so and so mute, like was many times. I cannot stand all this noise.
I remember Dad would always fall asleep to PBS. Just put the TV on sleep timer and just ignore whatever British.
I will
sitcom they
say,
had.
as much as I like my sensations when I'm awake, I don't understand falling asleep to things. I need silence
Yeah.
and pitch blackness to sleep.
Yeah,
I wear
pitch
earplugs
black.
every
don't
single
have
night.
access
Yeah,
to either of
earplugs.
those things. I can hear too much.
Earplugs.
So
Wear earplugs every
Earplugs.
single night.
doesn't do it. There's still stuff going on. I need the rain
Tinnitus?
sounds. Huh?
Tinnitus?
I know. I just like I can hear through them.
Yeah, you
just
can
need
hear a
the
little
rain
bit
stuff.
sometimes, but I find that the way that it cuts all the highs out, and I
rain
can
sounds
hear
are
like my own
so
breathing a little
consistent.
bit and heartbeat sometimes a little bit. I find that soothing, but I don't want to hear any external sounds, and I want it to be super dark. Like I have blackout curtains in my room, and I turn off even all the power strips and stuff every night.
I think like it's not like a stim, but it's a comfort. Is for me reciting stuff that I know.
Mhm.
Like if I watch Rocky Horror, I can like recite the whole movie. If I watch Nightmare Before Christmas, I can recite the whole movie.
The
If
apple.
you're listening to this
perhaps?
next week, I'm doing a fucking stream where I'm just reciting the entirety of Nightmare Before Christmas.
It's delightful.
It's
Interesting.
yeah, it's just like that. That is very very soothing to me. So if I'm like really
Yeah.
having a bad day, I like watch a movie or listen to Oingo Boingo, something that I've listened to 10,000 fucking times, and it's comforting that I know all the words to it. There's that.
I like to double 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64,
Oh,
128,
Ma-
256,
math. Ugh.
512, 10,
Gross.
24, 2048, 4096,
Should I start quoting
my
stuff?
God.
8000,
That
1000.
is
No, we
annoying?
should move on to the
Okay.
next question.
Yeah.
Is this a fight?
Yeah,
No, it's
Casey,
just-
do you have
it's
any
just soothing.
sensations before we go?
I like ASMR. I watch a lot of ASMR.
Ooh.
A lot of it's hornier than I'm looking for.
Yeah,
a lot of it's,
right.
A lot of it's pretty ladies showing a lot
Right?
of cleavage, and I'm like, that's fine, but is it the sensation there? And sometimes it is, and sometimes it isn't.
Same with me and slime
Get these
videos.
fat
Those come up a
titties
lot on my
outta here, man.
TikTok.
Get these big honk donk bonkaroos. I can't focus on
here for
going to
that.
sleep. But there's one artist I really like. Her name's Latte.
Mm-hmm.
ASMR Latte.
Oh, yeah.
She's very
Heard of her.
simple. She's very good. She's got a very kind, small voice, and she has grown to incorporate like huge, or not huge, but like scenes and settings for this and that. And I'll find myself going back to my favorite ones of hers, and then just putting that on just to get tired or go to sleep. My best thing
Cool.
to go to sleep is putting on Super Mario long plays where no one's talking and all I'm hearing is the sounds of the song.
I-
And just go.
That's good.
Oh,
I told
that's
Casey,
nice.
not knowing this recently, I was like, man, I watched this thing that's this. It's just like a long play of like Super Mario World, and the guy's just like stunting and doing. And like Casey knew the exact one I was talking about.
It's
I
my
was like,
favorite
oh yeah,
one.
when he
All
did-
96 exits. Yep.
Yeah, it was good. It's fucking good. It was good. Like
Just like a
Efficient.
TSA or something where it's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
a long play of all 96 exits. It's all you're
Mm.
listening to is the guy have a good time with Mario. Super
Tool
Mario World.
Tool-assisted
Mhm.
speedrun.
TSA. Okay.
Next question, if we're done, is from Tobias,
think-
who is
is Emmer's turn? No,
No,
it's
no, it's
I
not.
never
It's
asked the last
Jess's
one.
I
turn.
blew it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's
you
right.
Fool! You fool! My God, you're fired. Tobias is actually next. They sent this via email, saying, "Hey, it's me again. I don't know where you were previously."
Probably the red-tailed hawk from last one, if I had to guess.
What?
The red
Yeah,
tail
we
hawk
talked-
question.
I,
Is the
I
eagle
don't
sound
think you were
actually
on the
a red-tailed
last
hawk?
one, Jess. Yeah, I don't
Oh,
I don't
I
thi-
was absent.
think. Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I thought you meant like again, meaning you sent an email earlier, and I was like, I don't know where that is. Sorry.
No,
Sorry,
it's all
Tobias.
good.
It's Tobias again. Thanks for answering my last question. New question is this: can Visk shape their red streak, i.e., making it a bow tie or a regular business tie to fit their lack of professional status? Thanks for reading. Even if you don't answer, I'll answer that. No.
Oh, really?
I don't think
Not
so.
yet,
I don't
at
think you
least,
would
right?
allow me to.
My answer was, I don't know. They got to try it sometime.
Oh, okay. I was assuming just like no.
I would probably say though, although I don't know. We'll have to find out.
That seems like a maybe or perhaps
This
an
you should
in time
try.
even.
I would
Yeah.
love to try.
Yeah,
I think that'd be really cute little bow tie.
It'd be cute.
yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be like when Hester she embroiders the Scarlet A in the Scarlet Letter.
yes.
It's very pretty. Hester
Oh,
Prynne.
we can give you an A.
Yeah.
Check it out, haters. Yeah,
Yeah.
I drank that guy. Fuck you, actually.
Yeah. I got there's so now yeah. Stay tuned. All right. Paul Gilbert, permanent resident, asked a few weeks back. I'm gonna take a second try on that, folks. You're getting behind the curtain on this one. A few weeks back, I asked what sort of crisis could get the show's heroes and villains to put aside their differences to work for a common good. We are in that crisis. Dudu was caught shoplifting and inciting a child-shaped man to help with the crime. Fisk, Felicity, villain of Cohen's choice. How we get Dudu back on the straight and narrow.
We need to teach Dudu to not get caught while shoplifting, of course.
Yeah, I was gonna say Felicity is like gonna approach this differently.
I'm a bad egg.
This would try to like instill like, some sort of guilt about like, small business owners. They try so hard and you're stealing from them. Like for all you know, they have a family to feed and stuff like that. How can you say you care about the common man if you do this?
When's the
We're
last
all-
time Dudu cared
We're all
about it?
already dead. There is no. We're all already at the common. I just
didn't
want
say this
food
could be good
now.
at this.
Yeah. What family?
Who's a good villain? I enjoy crime, Dudu. I will encourage this descent into evil. Crime is great. I do.
Thank you.
I reject the premise of the question. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't think you
Do
can.
we have a lawful
Um,
villain yet? That would be anti.
A lawful villain?
Spallanzani, maybe?
No,
Spallanzani's not lawful.
Not like lawful.
Nah, he's not.
It
He's-
violates like natural law in the first place.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't think we
Yeah.
have a
I don't
lawful
think any
villain yet, do we?
villains- Why would
Yeah, one
villains
who would
be
give
lawful
up-
in this world?
Give
Well-
up willingly. Well, you caught
Like
me.
like a fascist or something would be a lawful
So the
villain.
reason, the specific reason we have not encountered that yet, is because we have been at tier 1 of D&D, which is threats to town or community, like lower stakes threats, like lower level that kind of threats. That's what you get between levels 1 and 4, and that doesn't really work well with it being, if the bad guy is going to be the law, then the bad guy should be strong, should be very powerful. It should have a lot backing it, or it's like
Yeah.
the sheriff of Nottingham is scary because he has the backing of King Richard.
That makes
It's
sense.
not just like a goofy guy.
Mm.
That's right, and I sound like this. That's what he sounds like in the furry Robin Hood. Y'all know the one I mean.
Oh, yeah. God, I haven't seen that since I was 7.
Yeah, well, work at Disney for a while. You'll have to watch it.
Bet.
All right.
I believe it's me next.
I believe it
Yeah.
is.
All right. This is from Liz and Ash in Florida. An email question. New
Oh, I
in
love
town.
Liz and
Oh wait, no, it's not.
Boy,
an
I
email
blew
question.
that.
They're new in town. Never mind.
Yeah. I love Liz and Ash in Florida. I love this name. I love that everything that this conjures up is very charming to me.
They ask, both of them ask, if your character had the opportunity to switch careers, given infinite grant money and time to go to school, what would be their dream occupation? And they add, Dudu, I know you just want to chill. That's valid. But there's got to be something you'd find engaging and worthwhile to do, at least part-time.
Witch House DJ.
I think that's it.
What was it?
Witch House DJ.
All right, yeah. I was gonna say I'll help out at like the Heaven 11 that I stole from, maybe, but I want to be a DJ.
Yeah, that guy's not hiring you.
I want to be a
That's-
DJ.
Yay!
That's called unsolicited loitering. That's
DJ
what
duo
you
a la
do
Daft
there.
Punk.
Yeah. All right.
this would be any assistant type role to the mayor because they're pathetic.
They just gotta be a different job than the one they already have. Like it's, I think the
What if you were right hand goo to the mayor?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Oh,
with,
you're right.
like,
That's fair.
Not
like
a
the
skull
launch
tender,
pad
but
to
some
their
other
Scrooge.
support thing, like a bodyguard.
That's
you know,
true.
is a adjacent
launch
job.
pad to their
I
Scrooge
think that
McDuck.
Visk would work really well as like a. It's gonna sound bad, but
Janitor.
I was going to say like the minister of propaganda for the mayor, because they essentially would just get to like
yeah.
make posters of the mayor's face all day.
Would love that job.
Just in
absolutely.
Photoshop all day.
Yeah,
I
just
like the idea, though.
drawing images or like blowing up images of the mayor.
This will go to fucking fashion school, learn how to tailor so they can fit the mayor's suits.
Yeah.
Planchette. Planchette would be a judge on like a people's court style thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
absolutely.
Like
Petty crime, petty judge court.
Yeah.
That'd be
Yeah.
perfect for her.
yeah, like but like specifically televised.
Yeah, like Judy.
Yeah, very much Judy, Judge Joe Brown, take your pick. I originally thought like TV like golden age of like trashy talk shows like Jerry type thing. I was like, nah, she needs to be in the behind.
She's meaner
Yeah.
than a talk show host is.
Oh, I mean they like but this got that's
Usually.
what led me to like she would it needs to be like a behind the bench time
Yeah.
She
perch.
needs
An
to tell these
authority.
idiots what to do.
Yeah,
An
yeah.
authority
She needs
instead
more-
of a
she-
facilitator.
Mhm.
She needs more idiots to tell what to do instead of us.
Cage justice or something like that. It's not great. It's not great. It's
What
going
would
the other path.
Felicity do with her career switch?
Oh, I told you, Witch House DJ. That was mine
I thought that was for
already.
Doo-Doo.
No, I wasn't
I thought
pitching
that
it.
was
That was
suggestion.
mine. I just
Oh,
allowed
I
you
thought
to
that was for
join me.
doo-doo.
Oh no,
okay.
your rival witch house DJs.
No. I'd work together, and then we can have like a Daft Punk like split up or
Exactly.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Did they split up?
Well, they don't Daft Punk anymore. They blew up in that video. Remember?
No. Sorry. I didn't see that.
Well, they canonically blew up.
second
and
Daft Punk has hit the
no
towers.
longer-
Stupid. Okay. That was a good
Now
one.
it's your turn.
It's my turn?
Yes.
No,
Oh,
it's
thank
Amber's
Oh, it's
turn.
my turn.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm getting confused. I'm
This
sorry.
one's
folks.
also Liz and Ash in Florida. New in town. How would you defeat
Hello.
James Bond, given the knowledge he's coming to destroy your criminal/terrorist empire? I was figuring I'd get like a really short guy with like a hat you could throw at you. Has anyone tried that one yet?
He's too OP. We had to
You
ban
can't.
him.
Yeah, I was saying you can't aim at him because he's so short.
I would chop at him, incessantly chopping.
I would make sure to have lived a life that paralleled James Bond's in a bunch of ways. So I'm like his dark mirror.
Okay.
And I would give a very
Mm.
understated performance, but do very like shocking things, like pushing people out of an airplane and stuff with like not changing my expression. So then people would want me to come back for the future movies. So I would win in that way.
Ah, I see. I like that you really were given the knowledge that he's coming to destroy your criminal/terrorist empire really early, long enough to mirror your life to James Bond.
That's the frame of the question. It's if you have the infinite grant money and time.
It's fair.
That's a different one.
Yeah.
That's
If I have infinite time, then I have the
that's
time
the,
back.
different
that's the career
question.
question. That's the
Oh.
previous question.
But it's asked by Liz and Ash in Florida, so I think it
Your
makes sense.
grandfathering
Ah,
in
I
the
see.
premise.
Okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
We're forced to accept it.
Cohen bends reality to their will once more.
That's the DM's privilege.
It's true. I think so. So is my criminal organization? Is it? Can I just say it's all Gooman? Do I like have a big posse of Gooman?
I don't know if this is
Like,
in universe.
I think this is just you.
Yeah.
Oh, me as
Yeah.
a person?
Yeah,
Oh, that was
you're
talking about like what I
yeah.
would do. Yeah.
Oh, that's not fun. I would just die.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'd kill myself before he got to me. Fuck.
Oh, look. James Bond
he's
is.
not Ghost Rider. He's just a guy. Come
He's
on.
gonna get
give it a
me.
Yeah,
shot.
he'll
Ja-
let you live.
Well, like also James
You just
Bond
let
is
him-
not going to be
let him through.
defeated by an unexpectedly dead woman. Like this is a conversation.
Maybe it might. Like the allegations might get out. He gets caught
Yeah.
by the
The
police.
whole premise of the Craig Bond movies was that like women kept dying, and it was slowly eating away at him until he didn't want to
Okay,
do it
so
anymore.
I guess okay. Well, that would be
So
my
I'm dead
guess,
wrong.
is to, like,
Yeah.
I would have to get him with like, a series of like good lays that like he just gets caught up in, like a cat going towards like a mouse going to cheese,
Mhm.
cat doing nothing,
Honey
cat
pots.
also going to cheese,
Honey pot.
pots,
Yeah.
just honey pots. I just set like a bunch, one after the other, into like a big lava pit, and he falls in accidentally.
Okay. I like
I'm
this.
gonna drain his cum, and therefore he's gonna be too tired to do anything.
He's gonna be too young and dumb.
What's left?
Amen.
I would just send more than 20 guys after him. It seems like nobody sends like an absolute fuckload of guys after him. They just send like kind of individual units of guys.
But then he like
And I feel like if
he
you just like
slips
swarmed
past
them.
them. He slips.
No,
past...
like just a huge
more
perimeter,
guys,
especially if they were
man.
Gooman. My answer for Gooman was going to be like, okay, make a Gooman wall. They're all connected. Close in, drown him in your bodies.
You could just do that with real people, too. Have them all
Kind of,
like guards
yeah,
stand
but
on each other's
nobody's-
shoulders, wrap around him like a big blanket.
And smother him like they like bees do with
Exactly.
their enemies.
Yes,
We
I
need
was
a
gonna say
cool-
bees.
anti-ghost spy.
James Bond.
Yeah, just wrote down that. I get good ideas from these. They All right.
We should put in the
So-
the form for this that we get the rights to all of the things that people ask.
I think that's
Yeah.
important. Yeah.
Tommaso writes in via email, between Catalians and Spallanzani, there's a lot of references to Italians in Skulltenders. Do any of you speak Italian? Either way, keep up the good work.
Jess?
No, I'm probably the most Italian here, and no.
Yeah, I think you're the only ethnic Italian. I'm from New Jersey, so
Yeah.
I'm culturally Italian.
No. Don't
So,
speak it.
Yeah, my
I know-
grandmother was from like Tyrol, the Tyrolean Alps. So
Whoa.
came to America from the Alps.
Tyrol sounds
spoke
like
only...
Star Trek shit.
That's where Zelda's from.
I know, right? Yeah, basically.
The Tyrolean Alps sounds like
nice.
a place that like Picard is hanging out.
I think that was a level in SSX Tricky.
Really?
Not
They
really.
based
No.
the place
You're-
off of SSS Tricky.
You're closer than you've ever been to those Alps.
I
Jess.
know I can actually visit them Alps if I want to. But yeah, I do not speak any Italian. Ciao. That's it.
Grazie.
Fanul is some sort of curse word that
Yeah.
my grandma used to say.
I just finished
Fangul.
watching all of Sopranos, so I got a little bit of
What?
Moraine.
What do you have a little bit
Ba-
of?
Bafanul, Gabagool.
Yeah, stand and deliver, motherfucker. So I know that Vincent and Ventura would lead you to believe I'm a fluent Italian speaker, but
Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
is just the magic of voice acting. I do speak fluent German.
Oh, no
Yeah?
shit.
No,
Oh,
that
no,
is bullshit. I don't.
Oh. You did that thing where you just like say something in the same
Yep.
cadence and then you trick me because I'm incredibly credulous.
Oh, it works on a lot of people.
Yeah, that's just lying.
Yeah.
That's not a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what
Okay.
I speak. Deception.
Speaking of lying,
Yeah.
I think it's my turn, right?
I think it's mine. It's mine.
Yeah.
It's just
oh, I go after Cohen.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You do. Great Big B. That's why I was so insistent, because I love saying that one. Obsidian and
Hey.
Bone. Just in the Muppet version of Skulltenders, which Muppet is playing your character? Who is the one character played by a human actor, and which actor is it? I got dibs on that one, but y'all do the others.
Fozzie.
I don't know the Muppets very
Yeah,
well. I'm gonna need the Muppet heads, which is I think everybody else to help me out
Dudu
here.
is Fozzie for sure.
That's a good one. I'm kind of also like not sure because I feel like Visk is a big combination of a lot of different
Visk is Scooter.
Muppets. No.
Visk is yes.
Scooter.
Yes.
Scooter was like the PA essentially as a character on the Muppet
Kermit's
show,
right
but-
hand, keeping the show
Yeah,
going.
yeah. But he was less uptight than Visk.
Yeah,
Visk is
like-
more like a
and also
Pepe
less, like,
or Rizzo.
Yeah, like there's like a weird
is
neurotic
not
energy that's
Rizzo.
missing. Visk isn't Rizzo though.
Maybe Pepe.
Pepe's too cool.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pepe's
but he's
got too much
but he's-
charisma.
Beaker.
but he's still kind of uptight in the same way.
I feel like there's a very small element of Gonzo in that Gonzo is so fucking weird, and like is always like saying something that people are like, fucking what about?
Yeah, but Gonzo's like down for
No,
anything.
Gonzo's too cool. I'm sorry.
I know, that's why I'm saying a little piece. Like, that's
Yeah,
what I'm
yeah.
saying. There's no, like,
Oh, yeah.
single Muppet that really narrows it down for me.
Well, then which Muppet
Uh,
do
You're
you
like
think
a
could
little
pull
bit of
off the
Gonzo,
role?
a little.
You know, they don't have to have the
You're
same
l-
personality. Actors play characters that they don't share the exact
That's
role.
true.
Who do you think would play
I
them?
don't know anyone that would play a goof thing. I don't know.
Okay.
Gonzo's blue. I
Oh,
don't
you know what? This
Okay.
would be. I do know the answer for Felicity, which is Miss Piggy.
Yes, that seems right.
Mm.
Yeah, like
I was gonna say Janice from the band. The girl who likes like this.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
she's too chill.
She's way too
yeah.
chill.
Yeah,
So you are also a little bit of Miss Piggy.
yeah,
Like, Janice has no aggro to her.
yeah.
Yeah.
Miss Piggy can do karate.
All right.
Hi-ya!
Miss Piggy. I was gonna. Okay, for Visk. How about Sam the Eagle? He's pretty up.
I was going to say, I think
Oh,
there's an element of Sam.
yeah.
Sam the Eagle's probably the closest.
That's
Yeah.
He's
he's
pretty
even
uptight.
blue.
Yeah.
Oh, he
he's
is blue.
For the those are all
It is
good.
the Gooman way.
Uh,
It is the British way.
yeah. So there's two. So Planchette is I'm getting an NPC in here. Planchette would be played by Stevenson the Parrot, who is the Muppet from the 1996 Muppet Treasure Island CD-ROM game, who helps you on your adventure without helping too much. I played this game a million times as a kid.
I also
I can
played this game
tell.
as a kid.
And Planchette has a lot of inspiration from this character. Who is actually from? It is the third draft. It's the second of 3 drafts that finally landed on Polly Lobster. The first version was a lady parrot who was like a femme fatale who Long John Silver had way too much sexual chemistry with, to the point
I mean,
where they were
it's
like,
Tim
"This is
Curry,
too much.
yeah.
This is too much."
Oh,
Gotta pull that back.
And then Stevenson, in his original incarnation on the page, was going to be, named after Robert Louis Stevenson, who wrote Treasure Island, and was just going to be complaining the whole movie about changes from the book, which is, I think, funny for one page. And they were like, this doesn't carry a movie. So they landed on Polly Lobster. But they had already made the puppet, so Stevenson is in the Muppet Treasure Island CD-ROM game, for which they filmed. It's like a life-altering game for me. All new Muppet performances, like everything in the Muppets do. They got Tim Curry to do a bunch of
I gotta check this
stuff.
out.
It's amazing. It's really good.
I gotta check this out.
It's a really good game.
I was gonna say Rizzo for Planchette.
No, it's just I will. And then the one human is Horatio Bothersome, played by Robert Pattinson. I think would bring a very fun energy to that. He really he really goes all out.
Wow,
there's
not going for the mayor, huh?
No, well, the mayor, like, the mayor is a skeleton.
What do you think
Here's
humans have on
Kermit.
the inside?
Yeah, but you can't play a skeleton. Like, the whole deal of like a human playing a Muppet is that they don't. If you're the human in the
All right,
Muppet
let's
troupe,
flay
you're
Robert
just
Patterson alive.
Well, I'm saying if you're the human in the Muppet troupe, you play a blank human, and there's not a
Yeah.
lot of them in Skulltenders.
How about Bucksworth?
I don't really find him interesting enough.
Okay.
That's why he's the episode 1 villain. He's there to get murked and then not come back. Like, you ain't
Right,
gonna be seeing
this-
him again.
This goes
How about the
somewhere in
fish
between
girls?
Sam.
They
And
gotta be
Beaver.
Muppets. Come on.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
There's a jellyfish and a
God.
shark.
God, fine.
There's no fish Muppet.
There's got to be.
Well, there's no named fish Muppet. I guess maybe Uncle Deadly. He's
There's
not really a fish
It's
though.
Polly Lobster. Well, it's crustacean.
Oh yeah.
I do think that Janice, the girl you mentioned from the Electric
Band.
Teeth, would be. It's not the Electric Teeth. Dr. Teeth's band.
Electric
Electric
Mayhem.
Electric Mayhem, right?
Yeah.
The Electric Mayhem, Janice. I do think she would be good for Gina.
Yeah.
Okay,
I can see that.
and then Animal for Josie. Okay,
Yeah.
We did that. That good. We got enough.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. We get
All
it.
right,
We
all
did it.
okay.
Next one from Nick Smith. I like that. Nick Smith, City and Bone.
You, Casey, are the only person who has not met this guy. You were not at my
wedding.
I got a cold. What do you want from me?
Should have been irresponsible.
Yeah.
Nixon asks, if you could design a cursed item for a game, or otherwise, what would it be? P.S. It was fun dancing with y'all, except Casey, at Jess's wedding. I added that
That's
Casey
such
part,
a
'cause I wasn't
huge
there.
or otherwise.
I-
Yeah, right. You're right. Yeah. Oh, that's a good point.
In real life?
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, if you could design something for a game, or magic was real in real life. It's like, Jesus Christ.
But it's got to be cursed.
Got to be cursed.
That's bad.
If
I
could
got
design
nothing for this one. I'm so
a
sorry, Nick.
cursed item. Has there ever been
This
a
guy's-
cursed 8-ball?
This guy's my friend, and I don't know how to answer the question.
I've been thinking a lot about cursed items.
Depends
as
on
a
what it's
story
cut with, I guess.
idea. Yeah. Well, if it's filled with like the blood of, I don't know, something awful you can think of.
Yeah,
that
not
I
so
won't
easy.
say out loud.
The
No, it
people-
is, but I just don't want to say it out loud.
Oh yeah.
Rotten cum. There.
Okay. No, that's better than what I was gonna say.
Let's not try to one up
I
each
doubt
other here.
it.
I was gonna say
Let's just say a cursed 8-ball.
All right.
Cursed 8
That's pretty good.
Filled with the amniotic fluid of a stillborn mare.
Okay.
I have a thing for this. So it's not. So I can make cursed items all the time. I do it. That's sort of. So I did one that did not take, which was when I first started playing D&D, which I didn't get to actually DM for a few years. I started a list of items based on the zodiac, which there was the Leode, which was a song that a bard could sing that would give people like lion strength. Then there was a tar rope, which anything you tied around you could pull with the strength of a bull. But the one I liked the best, and the one I was like, I should do 12 of these, was the Gemma knife, which is a knife that would do double damage, but it also randomly cuts another person nearby when used, which was actually the original design for Ricochet. Before I realized that would be very punishing, and
Yeah.
most importantly, it would be something I needed to roll for every single time Ricochet was used.
Yeah, it's also, we
Mm.
never fight more than one thing at a time, or almost never.
Yeah, there's that too.
And
So it would just be
I
hitting
like
your
fundamentally misunderstood how Ricochet worked.
allies. Yeah, well, that was how she worked in the first draft of an
Oh
episode.
yeah, I forgot. We picked that. We redid that episode.
And that was one of the things we changed because
Yeah.
that doesn't work. That's
Mhm.
confusing and dumb.
And now we have a way better episode 3.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Yeah.
First items?
It's a pack of cigarettes that never runs out. The curses, you get it already.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
yeah, that'll
It's a
do
slow
it.
curse.
Jess.
I have a better one.
Okay.
But go ahead, Jess.
Better
Oh,
than the
I
cum
like-
8-ball, really? You sure?
Sure.
setting the bar
Well,
high.
Go ahead.
I think I brought
Take
it
away.
up in an old one, in an old Skulltalkers long ago. But it was about a quarter that can only that you use in rolls and stuff. But it's a critical success at the mercy of someone else's failure, or a critical failure at the mercy of, and then someone else gets the success. You know. So like whatever you flip it, whatever you want to do, it's always going to be something rotten for someone.
So
whether
a rude
you-
silvery barbs.
yeah, kind
Yeah.
of cursed quarter.
But if you get
critical
it bad,
quarter.
it's like a high stakes quarter. It's like
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
either go very well or very bad for you or
Yes.
someone else.
It-
If they go
It
very
has
well
to
for
be
you,
someone
they do
else.
bad for someone else. Bad
yeah,
for you,
someone
good
in
for
your
someone else.
vicinity has to take it. I always like curse stories that kind of understand that, like
Yeah,
it's taken from someone else's good luck.
it treats luck as a resource that is being redistributed, and it's like it's got to be paid out somewhere. I like that. I like that too. I like magic that has costs. I don't know if that's come through on this show.
A website that infinitely scrolls forever, doesn't make you feel good at all, but you keep going back to it constantly.
Man, I don't
Ooh.
even know exactly which website this is. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
Yep.
Yeah.
Could
What
be
if that
any
was
of them at this
real?
point.
What if you met like a lot of your like most of the most important people in your life through that website, but also it made all of them miserable too.
Yeah, it's like also all of the worst people you've ever even heard of.
Yeah.
And it's owned by the dumbest man in history.
Why? What do you call this item?
The aristocrats.
Yeah.
.com.
The everything app.
Aristocrats, the everything app. Your place for HBO.
All right.
Oh.
That was me.
So it's me.
Ember. Yes.
This one is from Ada Clavinger, coming to us via email. It says, would you rather come back as a ghost or a skeleton, parentheses, or a gooman maybe, when you die? Or more generally, what monster would you want to be? Great show, keep it up.
Vampire.
Yeah, god damn it. Fuck, I'll
Dibs
pick-
on vampire.
I'll pick a different one.
That's why I
Yeah,
said it fast.
Dibs.
Dibs on
Yeah.
vampire. Super strength, live
That's
forever, no
right.
downsides.
Super sexy forever.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
the downsides of vampire are not a ton.
The weaknesses are
Seems
all.
like there's a
also-
lot of rules to it, though.
I just
There's a
learned
lot of rules, but I feel like
That's
yeah.
how I live my life already. Man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
yeah, but there's, like, all
a bunch
these,
of like compulsive rules.
Yeah, as I'd say, there's all these rules that don't make any sense. You can follow
You
all the
can't
time.
go into people's houses if unless
no
they.
wonder vampires are annoying.
Yeah, got to count things. You can't go into people's houses unless you're invited. Do I have to go if I'm invited, or can I just not? Can I still not go? Oh, yeah, but you'll be very sensitive to sunlight. Uh-huh.
Go on. And?
You can't cross running water. Look, buddy, I don't know how you. I don't know where you live. I guess that's probably a big problem in London, huh?
Mm.
You can't cross running.
That's one
would-
of the rules. That
Man.
not
I would
all,
rather be a
but some.
ghost,
If you're
but
I
I
would
like.
miss garlic. I would miss
if you're
garlic
gonna
a lot
take
though.
vampire,
Yeah,
I
true.
don't know. If I like Cambion or something like that.
What's that?
Son of
What's
a. It's a crossbreed of a demon and of the devil and a human.
It's a in D&D. It's the offspring of a human and a succubus.
Or an incubus.
Yeah, or an
Ah.
incubus. Sorry,
Which
I
are
don't
the
mean to be- I
same.
don't mean to be
Well,
sexist.
those are also the same thing in D&D.
Yeah.
I like the idea of. I would come back as a ghost if I had to choose between ghost and skeleton. But I like the idea. Damn it! I like the idea of dying and coming back as a monster. Like those are your choices instead. Like die and come back as a Frankenstein.
I was gonna say, obviously, KC,
die and come back as a werewolf.
mummy, for you, right?
Mummy would be
Mm.
fun. I would rather be a
Mm.
ghost, but if I had to choose a monster, I don't know why you think obviously a mummy.
It's just like it's got a vibe, I guess. I don't know.
Mummies are
Uh,
werewolf.
I don't know. Werewolf. Yeah, werewolf's good.
Mm.
But like,
That's
it's not
pretty
like
good.
I'm a werewolf all the time. Just
Yeah,
you know.
yeah. Sometimes.
once or twice.
You're
a
not a
month.
wolf man all the time. You're still a werewolf all the time.
I guess so, but I'd still have to be me. I'd still have to be alive.
that's true.
But like, if I just died and then came
Oh.
back and I'm just a wolf guy,
I like
Hmm.
the werewolf in like Ginger Snaps, where it like
Yes.
still has like a bunch of. It's not. It's like it still kind of fucks with you a lot of the rest of the time. Like there's a bunch of other stuff. I'm not trying to put this on you. I'm not trying to like make your thing worse. It just
well,
reminded me.
I'm
of a
just trying to
werewolf
think
dog.
of like most. I'm also getting the idea that most monsters you do have to die to become that monster. Vampire, you are technically undead.
Mhm.
Ghost,
Zombies,
skeleton,
yeah.
zombie, mummy, etc.
I mean, between a ghost and a skeleton, ghost just seems like the winner because there's a lot more access. You can, go
I'm
anywhere,
already a skeleton.
basically. Yeah, I'm already a skeleton. I feel like it's just me, but weaker if I'm a skeleton, even though I
Would-
do like skeletons.
Yeah.
It's just
can
a
I-
net.
can I
It's just a lot of
be-
loss. You just lose.
Yeah, it's a net loss, right? And also you can't eat food, but neither can ghosts. But whatever. Unless you're Slimer. But can I be a lich? Does that count?
That's sure.
Yeah, I
Too
mean that's
much?
yeah,
Whatever.
that's the thing.
Look, we're
Yeah, I
not
think
playing.
so.
If you were
I took
asking
a Cambion.
in-game,
That's already
yeah.
like a pretty
Yeah.
strong like.
Yeah.
yeah.
Vampires and
good.
Switch it up.
Cambions are both very potent.
You'd have to be undead to be it, right?
Yeah.
I think so.
The way you become a
Right.
lich is you do die, but you put
give
your
up
soul
your
in a
humanity,
phylactery.
yeah. There is, however, liches like 95% of them are completely insane. I will say that.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It mostly
Hmm.
most of in universe in D&D, most of the like things that like most people don't know how to do it. It's like super like and it's super hard to do successfully, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, most people are driven insane by the act of becoming a lich. But you're super powerful, and you're a skeleton, and you're a wizard that's sick.
Mhm.
So-
I
People
would just be different.
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Same with
Well,
me.
if that's the
becoming a
case,
That
vampire.
is
Alright,
what
you're
wizards
good.
tend to
Yeah.
think when they decide they want to be liches.
Yeah.
So-
Oh yeah.
That wouldn't be me though.
Yeah. Oh, well, for me, yeah, actually, I was going to be sick when I do it,
Couldn't
though.
be me.
Nah, I'd win. I would.
win.
I should also make it clear I would be like a vampire lord. Like I would be the best kind. I would not be like some
Wow, okay,
hideous
are we
like
going with that?
vampire
Yeah.
spawn.
Calvin
Jesus,
Ball.
make me a
fucking-
succubus instead of a cambion now. I was trying to low level myself.
Why?
I didn't realize we were all going high level.
Cohen doesn't play by those
That's
rules
true,
ever.
yeah.
No. Why would I?
Yeah,
Why
take
would
me
I
up to the
choose
top-
something
take me up to
worse?
the top floor then. Make me a succubus.
Man.
Yeah.
So, next question is from Beacon, who's Obsidian and Bone. Thank you for questions. What would be the best podcast for your character to inexplicably guest on? Dealer's choice of NPCs for Cohen.
I was thinking like a some kind of podcast about like unexplained crimes that over the course of it you realize that Felicity is responsible for.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Dudu would go on Rogan.
Yeah, dude, on Rogan. Let's go. What's gonna happen?
That does sound pretty good.
I want to smoke weed with Joe.
I don't have a
I don't
Joe
know what
Rogan in the tank. I can't.
You know what? Oh man, write that one down. You gotta get on that. You gotta listen to some Joe
No,
Rogan.
I
Learn
don't.
that one.
No.
I don't
fucking-
listen to that, man.
He follows me on Twitter. He has for like 10 years. I don't.
Ew!
Yo,
What?
Joe Rogan
Weird.
on Skulltalkers.
Uh-oh.
Let's go.
Ew!
I,
Get
Was
Joe
this
on
back
here, man.
before he was like him? Was this like when it was
oh,
like,
he's
it's
always
the guy?
been him.
Oh, it's the guy from Fear Factor.
Yeah, it was pre-podcast. It was pre.
Yeah, that's my question.
And
yeah.
and like
the Fear Factor.
it's the
guy.
thing where it's just like I never like soft blocked or anything because it was just too weird. It was just like, what? Why?
Probably talk about it on his podcast.
I don't.
So Cohen blocked me?
Yeah.
Jeremy, can you pull this up?
I
Picture of Cohen eating a sandwich over a trash can or something.
It'd have to be AI. I've never done something like that. I want Nokia Spallanzani pre-restoration to go on Club Random. Bill Mayer's thing.
Bill Maher's fucking stupid podcast.
Yeah, the one where she kills whatever she looks at and rips its soul out. I want her to go
Oh,
on the
yeah,
Bill
that'd be
Mayer
great.
podcast.
So you're ripping my soul out.
Woke
I don't know
bullshit.
enough podcasts.
I had to look up Bill Mayer podcast. Is it Mar?
Mar,
just-
I think.
I don't respect him enough to care.
That's where
Maybe
I'm
this would go on like, hey, riddle or something.
at. This should go on Talk to a.
Yeah, sure.
So you spit on it? Why?
So why? To what
Isn't
end?
it always wet?
See,
Nice.
I'm always wet, so yes.
God bless you, Haley. Whatever. Get that bag, girl.
Joel Osment.
Yeah. Aw. No, it's like, oh, that's nice. Is this me now, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this is fun. Doctor, wait, where's KC? We got a KC fan in the house.
Right here.
Came in hot under the wire on this one. Just barely got it in there, but very, very much appreciated. The question is: a regular mission goes awry when the Skulltenders arrive in Cordelia. If you don't know, that's where Rude Tales of Magic happens.
That's where
Which
Tales happens, I think.
yeah, with which Rude Tales of Magic PC or NPC would your character or planchette, very generous, thank you, have the most chemistry?
Wait, I do have an answer for this.
Then
'Cause I
I-
just realized it said PC also, not
Yes.
NPC.
Yeah.
The cool dwarf from Piss Harbor, I forget his name.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
Oh, Moose.
Moose, yeah, that's
Moose.
Joe
Moose,
Laporte's
yeah.
character. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dudu would chill with Moose so hard.
I
Yeah.
thought like Bello would make sense too.
Yeah.
Bella'd be cool. I think
Yeah.
Dudu might be intimidated by how like hot and
Hot he
cool
is.
I
was.
think Bello is kind of a hot doo-doo. So, like, I can see why-
Yeah, he is hot shit.
so it's like that might be a little bit, yeah.
It sucks to be a version of yourself that's hotter.
Yeah, when I'm at when
No,
I'm at-
I'd be.
I was about to say,
love
I
hanging
used to-
out with Moose.
I used to make the joke when I met Neil Gaiman, it was rough, but then I don't like that joke anymore. So, well, it's not my fault. All right.
Jesus Christ.
I think planchette and cheddar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I
Yeah.
think Felicity
There-
would do well
Yeah.
in Rule Shaven.
Yeah. Hang out with the Lady Blades. I can see that. Swords.
Educa.
Oh yeah, that'd be
Oh,
cute.
Educa.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely
Carly's
Educa.
character from Fist Harbor, the talking sword. I can see that. Yeah, talking sword. Yeah, there you go. Perfect.
Yeah, talking sword. There you go.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
dual wielding.
I got to talk to Educa when I was in that episode.
Yeah, I got my
that we were
shop
in.
wrecked. I
Yeah.
got eaten by a hat.
I just got to goss with a sword. It was really fun.
Yeah.
Watch that episode. What was it called? Do you believe in murder?
Yeah,
Check that
yeah.
episode out of Piss Harbor. Me and Cohen were on it, and
Yeah.
it was a blast and a half.
It was.
Uh,
We had a good time.
I think Visk would get along with Mr. DeBonesby for multiple reasons.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Skeleton, bossy, authoritative.
Yeah, pretentious.
Smart.
Like that would be a good moment of like you and fuck.
That's Chris.
His number 2.
Oh no, stir fry.
Stir fry.
Yeah.
Stir fry.
Stir fry. You and Stir Fry would just fight for the attention.
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh, that would be
Viper.
so fun. Oh my god. I would love to fight with Tim Platt as Stir Fry. That'd be a dream come
Dudu
true.
would love Flip Cup for like 5 minutes.
Yeah. Little Flip Cup, not when he's grown
little
up.
Flip Cup.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah, having chemistry with Mr. DeBonesby is it makes total sense. It'll make even more sense later.
If you haven't listened to Rude Tales of Magic, folks, we love those guys. They just started a new campaign. Chris Hastings co-DMing with Branson Reese, and if you like those guys, I congratulate you on your good taste. And I'm giving a big wink, and I'm
Wink.
tossing it over to my boy to KC to read. We got this. Okay, this is a very this is a very cute email we got from somebody who just started listening to the show and sent us an email with
I
some
think there's
questions.
one before that. Take the Tiger Shark.
Oh, there sure is.
Somebody's got the cursor on the wrong one. They jumped the gun.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, well then, all right, we'll do it in order then.
Dayglow Tiger Shark has a significantly less cute question. Sorry.
But it's still pretty
a great
good. Dayglow Tiger Shark, a permanent resident.
Permanent
What sort of limited edition snack flavors from our world would the Skulltenders enjoy? And a second question. If Visk needed to give gifts to the rest of the team, what would they gift to them? Same for Felicity and Dudu. Uh-oh.
Okay, snacks first.
Snack
Everybody.
limited edition flavors. I mean, go down the Oreo list.
There's
Like the Coke one that's out now. Ooh.
some of the more refined Kit Kats, the French toast, the matcha.
Ooh.
The Japanese Kit Kats.
That's right.
The cherry
They have,
blossom.
they have one right
one.
now here in the United States. That's French toast. That's quite good.
That
Wow.
sounds amazing.
It's really
French
good.
toast?
Yeah.
Oh,
I would
man.
fuck with that so hard.
There's a nice place that gets like
Visk would fuck with that
Japanese-
so hard, too.
Yeah, there's a nice place that gets Japanese Kit Kats that are like milk tea, kiwi maybe or something like that.
Ooh.
That's always nice to just go and see which ones they
If
got.
I could pitch
today.
one for Dudu the Owl, I want to say 3D Doritos, and I want to say Mountain Dew Code Red.
Oh, absolutely.
It's
I
Code
got-
Red
they're-
limited
they're-
edition.
lady.
Did it stick around? I feel like I haven't seen it in years.
It was
Code
gone
Red's
for a
still
while,
around.
but it's back.
Code
been
Red's
back for a
back.
while.
Man, I gotta get out of here.
It's been back. Yeah.
Code Red's been back. It's the gamer fuel for those
I go
folks.
cash my
Never hangs up.
Mountain Dew check.
Oh, it's back in Canada.
Oh. I don't really
Regional
You
availability.
people don't appreciate it.
I think like I don't know. I don't know much about limited edition snack flavors. I think like anything that's usually salty but is now sweet would probably be something Visk would vibe with, like breakfasty weird shit, like that French toast thing.
It's so good.
That
French
sounds
toast
pretty
Kit
good.
Kat.
I'm gonna have to go
Sound-
look for that.
Visk likes breakfast food. That cinnamon roll was a big deal.
That's true. Yeah.
Well, Oreo does a lot of stuff like that, like birthday cake.
Oh yeah.
Like a
I liked when
golden
Oreo
one.
did the cookies and cream Oreo, which is
Oh.
a name that people use for their product to say that
Hang
it's
on a
not
second.
Oreo flavored.
Oreo already is cookies
Exactly.
and cream.
Yeah,
Holy
they made
shit.
the cookies and
A
cream
recursive Oreo?
Good for them. Claim it.
The forever
They should
Oreo.
copyright cookies and cream. They should,
Was it called like Oreo?
It's
yeah.
Oreo.
You just open it up and there's an entirely full Oreo inside there.
Exactly.
Like a
It's
cartoon.
just-
Like
yeah,
you
it's
take the
just like-
lid off, there's another one.
If Visk need to give gifts to the rest of the team, what would they give to them?
This is a pretty complicated question.
So what would each character
Gives
give
to the other
to
two, yeah.
I almost
Visk,
not to step on this. This is a question that's so good. I kind of feel like we should save it. I kind of feel
I
like
could see
Is
that.
it
Give me
like
time
a-
to think about
like-
it.
Oh,
I
we have
kind
to
of
save it for knife weekend.
I kind of yeah. I
episode
can
where
feel
we
it. This
give
is
gifts
so
to
good. I feel like
people.
we should actually put this. Dago, this question is so good. It is gonna just be answered in the episode. This is not a stay tuned
Yeah.
because I did not have a plan. Like this is just very good, and I think it should happen in the show.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm taking
yay.
D-
Yeah.
DM's fiat.
Can I say what Jess would get Felicity and Doodoo?
Yes, that's delightful.
Okay. Jess would get Felicity some sort of like complicated practice lock that you can buy
Woo!
from like the lock picking lawyers fucking website
Yay.
or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Like some really obscure weird lock for her to fuck with and play with. And Doodoo, they would go to the DVD tree and just pick the strangest looking thing there.
And what would that DVD be?
Oh.
Big Mama's Revenge.
Deathbed, the bed that
Oh, that's a
eats.
good one.
That's like it's a surprisingly boring movie.
I know, right? It's really
A lot of
disappointing. I
those
saw it
are.
once and it
Yeah,
was awful.
it's like
all the ones in truck
wild
stops are very
premise, and
bad.
then it's like
Yeah.
this is it's usually like or at least Deathbed was. It's just like boring softcore porn, and then like a death, like a pretty boring death scene.
I was about to think of one I saw called Corpse Grinder, which is cool. That's a cool name, but it really was a boring movie. That no porn, no softcore, nothing. It felt like a stage play almost because it was only in 3 different locations, and you never saw the corpse really getting ground. Although they did make a machine. They did make a machine that like had like crappy like paste come out of it, and it was supposed to be cat food or whatever.
I'm imagining your review and it's like 1 star. It's like did not see the corpse get
Well,
ground.
like,
I
what the
wanted to
fu-
see
what
some
else
blood.
are you there for?
Like it's called the Corpse Grinder.
Yeah.
I know it's bullshit.
It was.
You're not wrong, but it's
was a
just the
boring
funniest
fucking
sentence
movie.
possible.
Corpse Grinder. 1, 2, 1.5 bags of popcorn. That's what
Yeah.
I give it.
Oh my god. Where were we up to?
The one I said was very cute, but didn't get to. Yeah, this one.
Well,
I
then
figured
whoever's
this out.
after me gets to ask this cute question.
Mm-hmm.
That's Amber.
Ah! This one comes from. Is that Rye
Ree.
or Ree?
I'm
Rie. It
Let's
could
go
be.
Rie. That one's fun.
Yeah.
Rie asks via email. I have questions, but I'm only very early into listening, so my questions may be answered later.
Aw.
So please don't judge me.
period _.
Yes,
The
this is
the
very
love
face.
cute.
I miss that fucking smiley face. No one uses that little bitch anymore.
Rie does.
There's no good emoji symbol.
Yeah, there is
But
a.
please ask.
How did the licorice come into being, both in and out of the world? Should-
Stay tuned, Rie.
Yeah, that one we will get.
This will be answered soon.
Does Dudu ever wear a nice pair of boots?
Stay tuned, Rie.
Stay tuned.
I'm gonna be very happy.
Couple episodes.
Yeah.
Just keep listening.
Couple episodes.
I believe in you. And hopefully
But-
you have already listened to those episodes before you came to this one. And you're
But Dudu
listening.
does canonically wear slides.
Yeah, that's true.
What's ever the
Just
chance
regular
of getting a
slides.
Dudu plushie? I think if the show keeps growing, I think that pretty good.
The chances
I would
get
ass-
frankly.
better
I would
every
assume-
time you recommend this show to a friend.
Yeah, every time you
or
tell your
tweet
friend about
about
the
it.
show,
Yeah.
that odds go up.
I'd assume Visk would get a plushie before Dudu.
This gets a slime.
I
I could see the Visk
Yeah.
autism
Okay.
creature getting a plushie.
So
Well,
I think, oh, that's good. But I
That's a
think
good one,
love
too,
this,
but-
this, I'm changing the nature of the question, by the way. Also, thank you for loving Visc, everybody. It means like a weird amount that you love Visc, actually. You know, like that kind of like Stretch Armstrong material where there's kind of like a weird like viscous goop inside of it? I feel like that would be like the quote unquote like plushy material that Visc would be made of. Or like one of those like oh God, I brought this up on I swear to God, I brought this up on this very podcast at a different point. Those fucking weird things that look like you should just put your dick into it. That was
I know what you're talking about. What the hell are those things called?
The tubes.
Those tubes that have water and sparkles and sprinkles and confetti inside of it.
I know what you mean.
And they're very tactile and nice to touch. And I feel like something like that, shaped like Visc, is like the product.
I got an in at Snoop Slimes.
I know. I'm very excited. I honestly, genuinely, really want there to
Let's
be.
Let's write that down on the.
I want there to be a line
of
of goo slimes. One for Cert, one for syrup, one for Visc, Xanthrax. Put some keyboard keys in it. Like, oh my God, it would just be perfect.
It could work.
So, like, doo-doo, what would yours be made out of? I know I'm changing the nature of the question.
Of the slime? Oh man.
No, I mean like, oh my God, that's a whole another thing. Yeah, like a plushie merchandise thing.
I think a classic. Well,
I was thinking like a classic plushie, but the human legs are hard plastic.
Yeah, that's
that's perfect.
That's what my Bart Simpson is like. Yeah, they has the little hard plastic legs.
They used to do that shit all the time. Yeah. All right. Perfect. Hard plastic legs.
There had to be a part that was life-threatening to the child that was going to be playing with it. They're like, this could never kill a kid. The population's going to get out of control.
PEAR perfect.
What's Felicity's merch? Slash plushie.
So the stuff, it's like her face, and the arms and legs just come out of that. There's no torso.
I was gonna.
You could be a really nice Nendoroid. Like
I was gonna say Felicity would be a gunplay.
Very articulate gunplay.
Oh, yeah. Gunplay, yeah.
It's got the different expressions. It's got like it's got the captain's coat.
Yeah.
It's got the sword.
I could see that.
And there's one that's just like it comes with just like a curling like a curl of smoke like post explosion.
All right, let's keep going down the line because we got some more questions here. If the cast, their characters, or themselves were transformed into ice cream by a wizard who wants nothing more than to capture the realm in ice cream, what flavor would they be and why? Chocolate chip cookie dough. I think the color palette works for Felicity, and it's also my favorite.
Mint chocolate chip for Blend Shot. Same answer. But even though actually chocolate chip cookie dough is my favorite, it's the color palette.
Rocky Road with feathers in it.
Gross, but good.
Is there some sort of like Ben and Jerry's like
Visc
lots
is a
of
gelato.
Rando shit in it?
Visc is a gelato.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
We could go the other way.
Fancy.
Just like astronaut ice cream. Your dots. You have to super freeze.
I love
only if I'm at 0 HP in my astronaut ice cream. It hurts to be astronaut ice cream.
That's the de-resed version.
That was very beautiful. Thank you, Rie.
Excellent questions, Ria. I love
looking forward to it. Warm regards, Rie. Very good.
You're going to love what's in store in the rest of the show. Thank you for watching. Tell your friends.
We're going to sell those doo-doo boots as a separate thing for the doo-doo plush.
Yeah.
Ooh,
boots not included.
He's got no boots.
Made of the licorice.
I would love for your doo-doo to have like a pull string and he says phrases.
What am I supposed to say into this?
Yes, exactly.
Yes, I hit record.
So
1, 2, 3.
So Maddox Cat has a question as well. Permanent resident. We've seen that buildings can bring furniture and food from the land of the living. What about information? Do the Goomen record or archive any of the data in burnt-out filing cabinets and bricked laptops, or do buildings forget too? Is there a department of Akashic records?
This is why we retain all the rights to all the stuff that you guys submit in questions. This is great. This is great stuff.
Yes, and I already answered it. This is the idea behind the Afterlibrary. Informationally dense buildings get absorbed into the Afterlibrary, or otherwise the entirety of Ghost Town would be like the
Oh.
back rooms of secondhand bookstores and stuff. So if like any place where there's a lot of information, if it gets, because information is what is like kind of what persists in Ghost Town, memory, that kind of stuff. So that's what the Afterlibrary is. It is just like this, like anytime one of these rooms or built like gets destroyed somehow and ends up in Ghost Town, it just gets absorbed into the Afterlibrary, and we don't know what happens there. But some of them seem to be, because we saw it for a little bit in the start of At a Loss, some of those rooms seem to be quite old. So
Some of them the opposite. Even.
yeah,
Mm.
well, at least at the very least, very high tech for our setting.
Yes.
So that is the answer to that question. Good question. Saw you coming.
Never heard of the Akashic Records before, but I like the idea behind it.
Oh,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
maybe we should tell the viewers at home what the hell that is.
It is the quickest. I'm just on Wikipedia, but it is in the religion of Theosophy. Akashic Records are believed to be a compendium of all universal events, thoughts, words, emotions, and intent to have ever occurred, past, present, or future, in terms of all entities and life forms.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's like it's a universal, I think, knowledge, maybe kind of like a similar
it's-
similar an idea to the. Fuck! I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry.
Sorry. It's just a record of everything that is, was, will ever be.
That's cool.
Like predicted out.
I think it's a
Yeah.
similar vibe to a similar idea to the idea of the collective unconscious. You know,
Yeah, but for information.
Yeah.
but for
Oh.
information of some kind. It's something we can maybe tap into if you really, really believe in that shit.
Hmm.
I can't
Oh,
believe they
Akasha.
gatekeep the Akashic records.
Yeah,
Akash-
Akasha.
yeah. I thought it was Akasha. Excuse me.
Well, it's just, I only know because of the Vampire Chronicles of Anne Rice. There's a character named Akasha. It was a big deal later on. But good question. Final question coming in from Relman, Obsidian and Bone, finishing strong. What video game genre would be the best fit for a game starring your character? Let's go.
WarioWare.
For dude,
Yeah.
Mm.
So like mini game like a mini game, like a bunch of different types of very
Micro
short
mini games.
micro mini games, huge collection. Yeah, that
Mm.
suits.
Mm.
That suits.
Some
Yeah,
sort of like
but you're doo-doo in all
Yeah.
of them. Like it's all doo-doo based.
Oh,
tasks.
Well, yeah, I mean, like it's a bunch of characters, but
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
yes.
some sort of like melee, like high execution melee focused action game that has stealth elements. Sekiro is the one that jumps to mind, but I don't think it would have to necessarily be. Exactly
Sekiro
like
is good
that.
because you die a lot.
Yes, exactly.
I was gonna
As well.
say, an Assassin's Creed. Like the more
Oh,
modern
yeah,
ones
I can
where
see
you
that
climb
too.
anything.
That makes sense.
Oh
Because like
yeah.
Felicity's a big climber.
Yeah, you're right.
You
The
know?
vertical movement would actually be really good for that.
I could see Felicity get into like the Devil May Cry Bayonetta
Yeah,
type stuff too.
yeah, some sort of like a character
Level 20.
action type of thing.
Yeah. I can see an action RPG for sure.
I have one for the whole party, but I'm gonna wait until I'll pass it over to Jess first.
Smash Brothers. We all
Yeah,
fight
no,
each
yeah.
other. Beating the shit out of each other. I am not sure. I think Visk is maybe just a Tamagotchi.
that you got to keep alive.
You gotta
Uh,
keep
Virtual
alive.
pet. That's
It's-
an
yeah,
idea.
It's
Yeah.
just
It's a genre.
it's confined in a small space, and it needs very little to survive.
Smash Brothers is actually the inspiration for why you guys all come into the land of the living in a different way. Because because
cute.
like that was even like back in the original N64, I loved that everybody had a different, like Mario would come out of the pipe, Link would come in on a tornado, Pikachu would come out of a Pokeball, various things. I was like, oh, this is a really good way to immediately differentiate at the start of every
Yeah,
set
that makes sense.
their vibe.
Cute.
Planchette City Management Sim.
That's of course, like SimCity. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just it's just what she's doing.
I think you could do one for the whole party that was like a Metroidvania where you could switch freely between the three of them, and you would spread the movement abilities out between the three party members according to what they can do in the show.
Fist can go through pipes that connect different
Exactly.
areas.
Felicity could climb walls. Dudu can, I don't know, perhaps someday double jump.
Dudu can fall.
Oh, yeah,
safely. He can fall. You would
slow
put a lot of
fall.
like safe falls.
I've got like a Kirby slow
Yeah.
fall kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Mm.
like a lot of like there would be a lot in the game about like avoiding bottomless pits.
Yeah.
And then as soon as you unlock doo-doo, you'd be like, oh fuck, I can go to those places.
Yeah, exactly.
And they would all lead to fun and delightful things. Game design, baby. That was a good
Old
one.
school Metroidvania.
Yeah, that's right.
Sick question.
Yeah, great question.
Very
I
good.
think
Good
that wraps
questions.
us up. Thank you everybody
Yeah.
so much
Yeah.
for supporting
Wonderful
the show.
questions.
What a season.
It's really
What a season.
seeing the response has been really wonderful. Thank you all so much. Thank you for all the fan art and the response and the telling your friends and just like the growth that we've seen and the way that we've seen people talk about the show has been really wonderful. Just thank you so much.
Yes. Keep telling your
Don't
friends,
stop
folks.
posting.
Yeah, never stop
and
posting.
shout
Stop
out.
posting.
And a shout out to our cohorts who aren't with us, but help us make that show. Seth Boyer, music with that album coming out on
That's
Friday.
true.
Will this come out
Ooh.
before then?
No,
That's
it's
coming
coming
out-
out 2
dropping
days
Friday.
before the album
Yes.
drops.
That's on Friday. If you're listening to this
That's
right
the
away.
25th of October, folks.
Yeah.
And our new editor helper, Kodiak Sanders. Thank you.
Yes. Very
And
much.
also Josh Stinson, my spouse.
And
for
Josh.
Yeah,
Sometimes
Yes.
like cleaning up our audio because he's a way better audio cleaner upper
yeah.
than I am.
Shout
So
out,
credit.
shout out to my good friend Emily who helped with the upgrading of all the microphones going to the new season, and also the
That's right.
made the dragon La Cucaracha horn sound that you hear in the
Yes.
start.
made the base of the La Cucaracha
Yeah.
horn.
That's right.
It was beautiful.
and
perfect.
you.
And you at home.
Sorry, I was actually
You-
no. Sorry, I was pointing to myself on the Discord. I was like actually putting a finger. Yes, for you at home, our beloved listeners. Couldn't do it without you. Would be insane to be doing it without you. Would be a sort of like tragic outsider art in regard to a style thing that would be a bummer. So, but beautiful in a way, but not the
In a
life I
way.
want to live. Thank you. Keep telling your friends. Keep posting about it. We're not really on Reddit, so if you want to get on Reddit, and
Yeah,
talk
post
about
about us on
it,
Reddit,
please.
you know.
That seems to be where a lot of people like it. I'm just joking, but not really. Seriously,
Post on
blow us
our
up on
Reddit. We have a subreddit.
yeah,
We
yeah.
do?
Post on other
Just 'cause you-
Reddits. Post on other
Yeah.
Reddits. Be annoying
good-
about it.
This is a good idea to squat that shit, for yourself,
that's
just in
oh,
case.
that's-
Yeah.
That's Yep, that's a lesson
Yep.
I learned on other things. Anyway, folks, we'll see you next time
Yeah,
here on the
Thank
Skull
you.
Tenders. The Skull Tenders.
here on the
The
Skull
Skull
Tenders.
Long
Good
day.
night and
Tune
good
in.
luck.
Podcast hour.
Get
Yes.
excited for the season 4.
Oh god, it's gonna be real
That's a
good.
good one.
It's gonna be real good. We've already recorded a bunch of it. A chunk. A miser's chunk. See you next time.
See ya.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.